So I was looking at my YouTube dashboard, I guess you'd call it, and they had a little banner up at the top, and on the dashboard you can kind of see everything that's going on with your YouTube channel. And they had on there a little, said click here, take the survey, and let us know what it's like being a YouTube creator. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I thought, well, instead of taking the survey, how about if I just make a video about what it's like being a YouTube creator? And first, I thought I'd, whoa! Yeah. I thought I'd drop the camera first. Yeah, that was the camera, almost hitting the ground. I got distracted by this little calf here. And I thought in true animal adventure spirit, before I jump right in, they say don't mess with the bull. I thought, yeah, I think I'm going to mess with the bull for this episode. So here's my big, huge 2,000-pound Angus bull. And look, everyone's standing clear of that bull. Let's mess with the bull and see what happens. How are you, buddy? This is Anubis. And the girls are coming into heat and he's getting wild. And yeah, you don't want to mess with the bull too much. And then I have another bull over here. This is T-Bone. He's a little more friendly, but let's see what happens when we mess with the bull here, huh? The big, huge, massive, elephant-sized cow. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. I can even play with his tail a little bit. Yeah, this is kind of the danger zone here. But I'm still gonna mess with them. Yeah, see what happens. See what happens when we mess with the bull, huh? You know, when that bull starts coming at you, you're not sure what mood he's in, that kind of puts the fear of God in you. Let me tell you. Alright, so we messed with the bulls. So, what is it like to be a YouTube creator? I would say it's a little bit of, it's a little bit crazy because people don't really know what you're doing at first. And I have a funny story to tell you. So about 10 years ago I was unemployed and I was kind of getting out of the llamas. I had a bunch of llamas up here I didn't have any cows at the time, and I was kind of looking at different animals to get into, and one of the animals I was considering was a horse. So I went to the library, and they have an awesome interlibrary loan system, and I got a whole stack of VHS and DVDs and CDs about training horses, and it was probably up to my waist. And I spent the next 2 weeks, 8 hours a day, looking at how to train a horse. And there was one person that really stood out of all the horse trainers that I've seen, and his name is John Lyons, and he's like way above everybody else. Probably the closest second I would say is Pat Pirelli. He's really good. But John Lyons is, I think he's like on the top of his game. And when I first started watching him, he got in the arena with this horse, and they kind of gave a background of the horse, and they said, yeah, this horse is kind of wild and nobody can control him. Nobody's ever ridden him. And if you go up to him, he'll bite you and he'll kick you. And he's just a wild horse. And so John Lyons gets in there and he gets in this round arena. He's got this rope. And he starts snapping that rope behind the horse. And the horse is going around and around and around. And he's just chasing him around and around. And then every now and then he'll say, watch. I just turn my shoulder a little bit. And if the horse follows me, it's good. And if he doesn't, I just keep chasing him. And I was like, what is this guy doing? He's chasing the horse around and around and around. After 30 minutes, I was like, this guy's off his rocker chasing this horse in a circle, you know, for 30 minutes. And I couldn't figure out what he was doing. And then after about 30 minutes, it was like someone reached in, picked up that horse, and put another horse in its place because it just snapped. And they call it joining up. and he turned his shoulder a little bit and released the pressure on the horse as far as the flight zone. And that horse just, it was like a puppy dog. It just followed him everywhere, and it was, he said licking and chewing, that was good, and the horse was a completely different horse. And believe it or not, within 5 minutes, he had a saddle on that horse, and he was riding him in that arena, which no one ever thought he could do. It was pretty amazing. And I would say being a YouTube creator is kind of the same way. So when I first started, I actually heard about how much money you could make on YouTube, and I didn't really believe it. It was pretty amazing. So I decided at that point, not only for the money, but I just thought, you know, it'd be kind of interesting to get a little money to kind of support the animals that I'm working with here. So I started making videos almost every day. Every day. I put out a video. And day after day, week after week, month after month, putting out these videos. And after 2 months, I put out this video. Look how much I'm making on YouTube. 0. And people didn't really understand it. They thought, what are you doing? You're crazy making all these YouTube videos and you're not making any money. And it's not really going anywhere. And then after about 3 months, my channel was approved because I had so many view hours and so many subscribers. And after it took another month just to get monetized. And it's only been about a week since I've been monetized, so that's kind of where I came from, and where I'm at right now. So if you're telling Grandma what you were doing with the snakes and the YouTube channel that I'm doing out here, she'd probably say that I'm living in fantasy land. Fantasy land as in doing something outside the norm of reality as far as what you would think could be possible. And who would have thought you could breed snakes, sell one snake for $30,000? That's pretty insane. And it's kind of the same thing with YouTube. So I knew you could make money on YouTube. I didn't know everything about YouTube until about 6 months ago. And what I found out, so I started looking up on YouTube actually, the top earners on YouTube. Come to find out, the top guy, one of the top guys, they estimate his revenue to be about $33 million a year. And it's a 6-year-old boy doing toy reviews on his YouTube channel. That just kind of blew me away. I couldn't even believe that was going on. So from there, I kind of went down the list of all the pros on YouTube. So basically, that shows you don't need a lot of experience. There's really no command structure. You don't really have a boss. And it's not like a regular job, actually. So if you think about it, it's not even a real job. So the closest I can relate to what's going on the whole YouTube scene is that, so for me making videos, it's more like I am an artist or a musician, and the film is my instrument. I guess you would say that's about the closest you can come to relating to it. So the first 3 months when I was making all those videos for free, basically what I was actually doing is I wasn't actually making them for free. I just wasn't getting paid. And it's kind of like Picasso when he went up in his attic and he started painting all these paintings, and no one would buy them, no one liked them, and they just sat there, and he was working for free. And it's kind of like you're a poor, starving artist just starting out. I guess that's as close as I can come to telling you kind of what it's like. So now, after I'm monetized, all those videos that I started with, are making money. And I'm making a little money, and every day I'm making money. It's not a whole lot of money right now. And those videos will make money for me for the rest of my life, believe it or not. And every time I make a new video, that video makes money. And it's kind of like the farmer out in the farm planting seeds. So the first 3 months I planted a whole bunch of seeds, 120 of them, and those seeds continue to grow and grow. And a YouTube channel pretty much grows exponentially. So kind of when you first start, you have, you know, I used to be excited when I was like, oh yeah, I got 10 views today on this video. And now, 3 months later, I put out a video and I get like 100 views. And my last video, I thought it was like 150 views. And then some people I see, you know, they've been on YouTube for a while and they're like, oh yeah, I've been working for years to get 1 million subscribers. They get 1 million subscribers. And then 6 months later, they're at 1.5 million. So it kind of balloons as you go. So you can't really project or predict how much you're going to make on your videos based on the past history. And there's so much I could tell you about content as far as what to put out for content. So that was kind of the hard part. What kind of a channel to make and what kind of videos to include. And the good thing about YouTube is if you're looking for a job, you can start today. All you need is a camera and Wi-Fi to upload the videos to YouTube. And I mean, you could be at any phase of your life. You could be you know, a college kid. This is what my life is like in college, running around. You can have kids. You can and it only takes a few minutes to actually put out a video and post it. So that's what I really like about it. I mean, especially these guys really struggling for money. It's like, hey, get your camera, start making YouTube videos, and you know, 6 months, a year down the road, it'll start paying off. So that's, you know, it's kind of like there's a job out there for everyone if you want it. It's really easy. And my camera's like, it's like a cheap $60 camera. It used to be worth like almost $400 a couple of years ago, and it actually broke, and I wanted the same exact camera, and I just recently bought another one. So you can get an inexpensive, you could even use your phone. You don't even really need a camera. So you just need content, and it has to be original content. And you can't have the same content every day. You can't go to Starbucks and go, oh, I'm drinking my coffee on Tuesday, and then the next time, oh, I'm drinking my coffee on Wednesday. So it has to be, you know, somewhat entertaining. And I tried to bring, you know, entertaining content, and kind of, I have so many animals out here. It's easy for me to actually do YouTube, and it's fun. I like looking back at some of my old videos, and I really like the community too. So it used to be I was up here kind of all alone and isolated, and now that I can share everything with everyone, and you know, people really give me a lot of support as far as, yeah, I've had people, you know, from the very beginning kind of commenting on every video, and it's kind of neat to see people follow me all the way through, and you know, see my animals grow up and my operations as they expand and change a little bit. So I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, all right, Chris, how much do you really make right now? We want to know. So I'll tell you in rancher terms. How's that? So I'm making pretty much the same amount of money every day, nights, weekends, and so if you added up all my money based on what I'm making right now throughout the whole year, at the end of the year, YouTube would be paying me 2 free big bales of hay. These are big 1,400-pound bales of hay. So my first week, my projected estimated revenue for the first year, I made 2 bales of hay. About 3,000 pounds of hay. So if you can kind of figure that out in your head, you can figure out how much I'm making. But I kind of wanted to save it as a surprise to the end of the month, and then kind of give you updates every month at the end of the month. And hey, I'm just getting started. So every time I put a video out there, that adds to what I'm making. And all the videos out there, as they get more views and they're shared and they get more popular, you know, then those start making more and more. And I actually had one that went viral, and it was the Jersey cow streaming milk. And it was a little 30-second short video, and I had like 500,000 views. And they didn't monetize it. I was so disappointed. So I think if you go to that video, there won't be any commercial ads. And my best video is not monetized. So I'm hoping that kind of the same thing happens to one of my videos that have been monetized. So if it goes viral, then you can really make, you know, pretty good money. And sometimes it's a little flash in the pan, I've seen, where someone will put something out and it'll go viral and then it'll die. And you make a whole bunch of money and then it'll stop. So it's kind of, I think once you get bigger and your videos get more popular, I think you kind of have more of those flashes for the videos. So you want to know what it's like to be a YouTube creator? I would say grab a camera, get a Wi-Fi, don't quit your day job, at least for a few years, and then it could pay off big, let me tell you. You know, from what I've seen, you could really make a lot of money. And, you know, when you stop making videos, when you retire, hey, this is your retirement. The money keeps coming in. Even if you don't make videos, hey, your money may go down a little bit, but it keeps coming in. And I'm thinking you might have to will your YouTube channel off to somebody when you pass away, because it just keeps going on. And it's almost like copyrighted content that you own and you put out there, and you're getting money from the ads. And I don't really see an end to it, and YouTube's growing at an exponential rate. So that's pretty much my experience, and it's I think it's a little bit easier now that I'm on the other side of the hump, kind of telling you, oh yeah, I'm making some money now, instead of struggling, you know, trying to get up to where I'm getting approved and monetized. So thanks for watching, and I will definitely see you next time. So take a look at these big old bulls over here. They're looking at the little new baby cow. So that baby is 3 days old. This is Scylla, which is Iris's daughter. These guys are very curious. And 3 days, I usually don't keep them penned up 3 days, so I'm actually gonna let her out. And her baby out. If I can get these twines off of here, take the chains off. We'll see how this goes. Yeah. Oh, there's a big bull. If I can move the bull over. Look out, move. Move. Alright. Think she can get out. I don't know if she wants to get out. That's the thing, huh? You want to stay in here? Are you getting spoiled? I remember Iris was kind of spoiled that way too. She liked to be hampered and isolated. Oh, look at that, huh? Oh boy. Oh boy. This should be interesting. Yeah. What do you think of all that, huh? What do you think of all that? Look, there's the baby. Yeah. Look at the baby. Yeah. Alright, this cow is out. So it's always neat to watch new baby cows the first time they're out of their pen to run around for the first time and explore and smell the chain link, run around, see the other cows, and mama's always close by. So cute.